been a little bit over 24 hours since the San Francisco 49ers paid Nick Bosa. So vibes are chill. We got some practice updates. We got Nick Bosa on site in pads practicing today. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about Nick Bosa arriving late last night. We're going to talk about all of it in regards to what has happened in the last 24 hours since I spoke to you last. But in the meantime, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, drop a SDS in the chat. Let's get after it. Let's go. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it. After all that stressing, after everything, after people, I guess who they would call themselves 49ers fans, saying to trade Nick Bosa and that they hope his ACLs will tear, he's paid and he's back. And no more of that nonsense out the door. Haven't heard from any of those people since. Shocking. But the bear got his honey. Let's go. Shout out to everyone tapping in. Good to see you guys. I'm chilling today. We were super hyped yesterday. Super vibey yesterday. We're vibing today. We are going to talk about some of the practice updates that we got coming. We have football today, by the way. Obviously not the San Francisco 49ers, but we have real football today. Chiefs are playing, so we can start scouting for the Super Bowl, right? Hey. We got football today. Week 1 officially begins tonight with Thursday night football. So I'm excited about that. Be able to kick back a little bit, watch some foosball and all that good stuff. Shout out to SDS. We see the gang. See the gang in the building. So let's talk about some practice reports. Kind of get through some of the administration stuff, and then we're just gonna vibe today. That's what we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna chill, talk some 49ers, talk some Nick Bosa. So this is interesting though. What's going on right now with Charvarius Ward? So Charvarius Ward didn't practice today, and he was designated with a heel injury. So that's concerning, right? Because that kind of popped up out of nowhere. Charvarius Ward was full participant in yesterday's practice. So that tells us he may have injured his heel during practice yesterday. And the fact that he didn't practice today, that's a little concerning. That's definitely something that we got to monitor and got to keep an eye out for. So with Charvarius, tomorrow's practice report is going to be pretty significant, because that's going to tell us basically, or at least it's going to allude to the fact, is he going to play or is he not going to play? And considering the Steelers have some pretty solid wide receivers, whether it's Deontay Johnson, Pickens, or Allen Robinson, you definitely want your number one cornerback out on the field. So Charvarius Ward, no practice today, popped up with a heel. So tomorrow we're going to be looking at that practice report all over it like a hawk to make sure that at minimum he gets a limited participation. If he doesn't practice tomorrow, that's going to put his availability in serious doubt for this Sunday. So we gotta take a look. No Talanoa Hufanga today, but doesn't sound injury related. It is from the reports that I've seen, is that it is a personal matter. So, we'll see what that is. Hopefully he's back at practice tomorrow, and there won't be any issues with Talanoa because Talanoa is coming back from the Baker's cyst, and we need, it's all hands on deck type of situation. Need everyone out there. So interesting to see. Jonathan Feliciano, who was out yesterday with illness, was back to being a full participant. Odom, full participant. Purdy, full participant. Trent Williams, full participant, who had a rest day yesterday. And then limited participant, Nick Bosa. So we got Bosa back in the building. The Bear has returned. I'm not going to lie. This dude looks ready to go. His mom went on 95.7 the game yesterday and said he's faster and stronger. So, I mean, he's looking strong to me. I mean, typical Bosa physique, man. Like Greek gods like physique. Dude looks crazy, man. So, it's good to see him out there, man. Finally. After all the stressing, sweating, no sleeping, we got Nick Bosa out there. I got to sleep in a little bit this morning compared to previous days. That was wonderful. Not waking up every single morning in a panic to see if I've missed the notification that he's been paid. That was also nice. Just chilling, just vibing, moving throughout my day. Hopefully you guys have been doing the same. Because post paid Bosa vibes have been nice. I really like the energy. Like we've talked about it before on this channel specifically. Just like it felt like there was this cloud of the off season just hanging over our heads. And it was like, big part of it was the quarterback discourse. The quarterback discourse became just so toxic at a certain point. You couldn't even give an opinion. You couldn't give an evaluation without people coming at your neck, regardless of which quarterback they liked. So that distraction obviously isn't here anymore. But then it became the distraction of Nick Bosa, the holdout, and all that type of stuff. So after he signed, though, it feels like it's gone, right? Feels like it's gone, and we're ready to go. Finally ready to focus on week 1. Football back at the top of the agenda. No more off-field stuff to keep us busy or talking about. That's what I like. That's where I like to be in this realm, in this world. Actually talking about 49ers football. So Nick Bosa's back. He arrived last night about, I don't know, what was it, like 10:30, something like that. So Bosa back in the Bay, back on the practice field. He was a limited participant today. It's going to be interesting to see what his participation will be tomorrow. I would imagine he'll be in somewhere in the range of full participant, but we'll see. They don't want to rush him back. They don't want to put him in a situation where he might not be in a great spot. So we'll see. We'll see, but it's fantastic to have him back. The way Adam Schefter talked about it today, the negotiations and how everything went down on Pat McAfee's show, it sounded like Nick Bosa was ready to come back. It felt like and sounded like Nick Bosa. Okay, woo! We got some good news right here. I guess Kyle Shanahan is on KMBR right now, and Kyle Shanahan said that he's confident that Charvarius Ward, who missed practice today, will be good to go. So that is good news. So we were just talking about that earlier, not knowing what the status of Charvarius, but Kyle Shanahan said He's not really worried about that, so that's good news. That is good news. I like that turnaround. Went from, "Uh-oh, what's happening with Charvarius?" to, "Okay, he's fine." Good, because we need Charvarius. So, that's good news. I'll take that. See? The vibes are phenomenal right now. Vibes are phenomenal. Even when we're like, "Oh, no, we got an injury. Let's see how this plays out." Kyle Shanahan's like, "No, we're fine. No, we're good. Charvarius will be fine. He'll be back. No worries. We're good to go." Nice. Nice. Let's see. I gotta make a post though, because now I got people freaking out a little bit. I want to put their minds at ease that Ward is going to be good because we need Charvarius. Cornerback 1 for the San Francisco 49ers, baby. I just got to find a good picture. Where's the picture at? Let's see. Charvarius Ward. You were scared with Bosa? Yeah, absolutely. I was scared with Bosa. Kyle Shanahan was scared with Bosa. Kyle Shanahan literally said to the media that he had determined in his mind that Nick Bosa wasn't playing. The head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, who is fully aware of the situation that is going on, said that once Sunday passed, which we said was like, if Nick Bosa isn't paid by Sunday, that's really going to be a big time panic meter is when we're going to start panicking. At least that's what we said. And Kyle Shanahan said that on Sunday he had to mentally prepare himself that Nick Bosa wasn't going to be available to play week 1. So, yeah, I'm not stressing at all that I was stressed about that, because if our head coach was stressed about that and our head coach was preparing for Nick Bosa to not be there and he knows everything that's going on, I feel pretty justified in my stress. I feel pretty fine. You can act like you didn't care, nothing happened, whatever, good for you. You probably don't care about a lot of stuff. You probably don't care about a whole bunch of stuff. All right, I got to make this post. Charvarius Ward Heel is expected to play versus Steelers per Kyle Shanahan on KNBR. So that's good. Yeah, I can show you the interview. We can do a simulcast. I had just noticed that they were doing that. So yeah, we could do a simulcast. So if you didn't know, we have Wilks, Forster, and Purdy speaking today. So I'll bring it up. And yeah, holdout's over. I can't wait, man. Holdout's over. Feel relaxed. Feel vibey. Let's see. What else do we got? All right, so we got some good news. We had some interesting news that flipped to good news right away after that. Okay, so no Charvarius Ward in practice today, but he did return, and he did not return. I'm sorry, but Kyle Shanahan did say that he expects Ward back. So that's good. All right. So we have press conference. I could just pull it up right now. Let's see. There we go. So when the press conference goes, we got it right here. So I didn't know they were speaking today, so we'll just simulcast it. Where simulcast it? Oh, I saw someone put a super chat. Missed it. Old Man Rock says 16th century Jesuit. Is that how you say that? Jesuit philosopher once said, the way to greatness is with others. Oh, that's interesting. Nick is back with the others, and the result will be greatness. Old Man Rock, you got some wisdom to you, man. So far, I have enjoyed your super chats very much. There's a lot of wisdom in there. I like it. I like that. We're philosophizing on this channel. Let's go. Let's go. All right. While we wait, though, so I got that in the hopper. So once that goes live, we'll pull it up. Jesuit. I can't pronounce anything. I don't know if you guys we saw the this video.
Sorry for the scare. Let's go win some games.
This
Sorry for the scare. Let's go win some games.
And then Sanchez.
This better be good, Brian.
Legend.
Wait, really? Let's go. I knew they would cave because, like, there's no way they were going to win that game on Sunday without me. Oh, hey, John. Didn't know this was a three-way call. Thanks, Brian. Well, I gotta go. I gotta make some phone calls. Hey, Joey. Guess what? Brian, I'm looking at the numbers you sent me, but they're not matching up with the numbers you gave me earlier. Taxes? Are you sure? It's a lot. Hey, faithful. I'm back, baby. What else do you want me to say? Sorry for the scare. Let's go win some games.
Sorry, what else do you want me to say? Hey, shout out Steph, man. I was watching I watched the video, right, of Nick Bosa getting off the plane, and when he was talking, all I could hear was Steph. It was so funny. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Nick now sounds like Steph." It's not the other way around. It's not Steph sounds like Nick. It's Nick sounds like Steph. It's hilarious. Shout out Steph Sanchez. Literally, whenever she drops one of the Bosa videos, on point. So good. So good. I love it. I love it very much. Ragnar says, best current content on 49ers. Thank you for what you do, bro. Hey, I appreciate the compliment, man. And I take that pretty seriously because there are a lot of really good 49ers content creators. So To even be in that conversation, you know what I mean? To even, and it's just not just content creators. It's, these are credentialed media guys, man. Like, so the fact that people appreciate the content that I do means a lot. So I'm seeing quotes coming out right now from the presser, but I don't see the presser live. Let me try to. Yeah, so they didn't start the presser. We're getting quotes from the beat reporters, but no presser yet. They have not gone live. So let's see. I'll pull it up. We'll wait. Just refresh just in case. So Steve is at the podium right now. But we'll see. We'll see. Where they at? I almost took a nap instead of doing the live. Like, I really thought about it because, like, right before I had to put my son down, and so like our bedtime routine is I make him a bottle. We like lay down on the bed. He lays like right next to me, like cuddled up. I give him a bottle. He falls asleep, and then I move him to his crib. And I was like, my eyes were getting heavy, and I was like, Nick Bosa's paid. It's like, oh, this could be the time to take the victory nap. And I was like, you know what? No, we still got to work. Still got to bring the content. Stuff happened today. Nick Bosa's back. Can't take the nap just yet. The victory nap is coming though, and I can't wait for it. The victory nap is going to be legendary. It's going to be the best nap ever. Really looking forward to the victory nap. One of the hilarious things about yesterday was all the comments about me taking a nap that happened organically. People just commenting like, "Congrats, Brad, you get to take a nap now." That was funny to me. That was really funny to me. But yeah, it's not started. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Don't know why that ain't starting. Gammon says, trying to be a present father, unsubbing. Yeah. Gammon only subs to degenerate fathers. That's it. That's it. Not the ones that are present. The degenerate ones. Shout out Gammon. Appreciate you, man. That's hilarious. Ugh. How are you guys doing? Let me ask. Let's talk to the chat while we wait. We wait for this thing to pop off. How are you guys feeling? You've had 24 hours to kind of vibe on it. Nick Bosa's paid. You've gotten to see the numbers. You've seen. I think since we've been live, they restructured George Kittle and Trent Williams. They cleared what, 23 milli? What are we doing with that money? Was it to get cap compliant, or was it to see? This is the thing. Like, I've heard it described multiple ways. Like, oh, they had to get cap compliant. The 49ers, hadn't designated or signed Nick Bosa yet. Oh, it's live on Twitter. All right. But they created they created cap space, and from what I've heard, if they continue to backload Bosa's contract, they could generate more cap space. So what are they doing with that? They signing someone? All right, so it looks like we missed Forster, or we missed Wilks completely. But let me get YouTube out of here because YouTube failed us. YouTube failed us. All right. Hey, what the heck? Wait. What are we doing? Did it just... What the... Did they just kill the stream? They killed the stream. Oh, they're having some issues over there. They just killed the stream. All right. Well, if you've been here, you haven't heard Wilks, so I guess we can watch Wilks. Need to pay BA with the restructures. Yeah, I guess I could roll the cap over. No audio. Awesome. Okay, no audio. Let's see if I remove. Do you have audio now? Audio now? They don't want to see us. They don't want to see us thrive. So no audio? All right. I got to...
He was just individual. Yeah. It's hard to say. I think each player is different, and I say that in a meaningful way. We all know that he makes us a better football team.
Hopefully you can hear it.
So business as usual in regards for his preparation, but understand that he brings a little bit more to the game plan.
From an energy perspective, what has he brought in the short time?
I mean, everybody's excited that he's back in the building. I mean, coaches, players, you saw the energy that we had on Monday when we came in, and just magnified, when he got here. So, once again, excited that he's back and looking forward to him being on the field.
The Steelers this offseason made a big deal about trying to be more explosive offensively. From what you've seen from Pickett in the preseason, have you seen that that's something?
I think they're living up to that. Yeah, for sure. He's pushing the ball down the field quite a bit. Definitely have weapons in Pickens, and I think he is phenomenal in everything that he does for his catch radius. You throw the ball anywhere close to him, he's pulling it in. So solid run game, and they complement that with play action down the field. He was just individual. Yeah. It's hard to say. And I think each player is different, and I say that in a meaningful way. He's different. So it's not really trying to put a limit on what he can do. It's just trying to get a feel. And once we get into the game, and then go from there.
He's been in training camp, hasn't kind of gone through the soreness that everybody else goes through. Is that at all a concern that he might be able to play a lot of snaps, but there might be something on the back end that he would deal with?
Well, I think you always have to judge that with all your players. A guy that hasn't been here, as you stated, guys that have multiple years in the league, you're always trying to foresee things. We got a quick Thursday night game. There's things to think about, for his reps on the front end as well. So yes, we have thought about that.
Canada, how does he use his? He's got three different backs. How does he use them? How does he use them in the preseason? What do you know about Canada?
Great coach, good offensive mind. Played him last year. I thought they do a great job in everything they're doing. Harris is more in between the tackles, a power runner. But I think he has the ability to be able to get on the outside as well. So I think he does a great job in using all three of those guys. And, when you look at their run game, I think is the simplicity of it from a standpoint of what they do, but the magnitude and how they do it is somewhat complicated. So they hit you inside in between the tackles. They get on the outside with jet sweeps, the bounce play. So we got to do a great job of setting edges this week, to say the least. No, I'm not concerned at all. I don't think he'll be ready to play, so it's not an issue with me.
About the Fonda, I know that he missed today because of a personal matter, but was the knee, the cyst problematic in yesterday's practice call?
No, again, as you stated, it is personal, so I won't go into detail about that. I just understand and know when guys like that aren't here, Bosa, Mooney's out, Huff is not here. It just gives us an opportunity to get other guys reps, as we've seen. And at some point in time, those reps are going to come into play, whether week 1, this week, or week 10. So I look at it as a positive sometimes. I think Jair's getting better. I think he's becoming a little bit more comfortable in the things that we're asking him to do. I think you saw that in preseason. Again, the transition with a lot of these rookies, just understanding how we do things, and most importantly, just trying to operate on the consistency, because at some point in time, I hope it's no time soon, they will hit that rookie wall. In minicamp, mandatory minicamp when he was here.
Coach Forrester has talked about the first extended drive that an offense gets in the first regular season game is as tired as he'll see them all year, because it's the first real strain that people can.
It is, and I think Kyle does a great job in how we practice. Looked, and this time we've won, 10-play drives, 12-play drives, just trying to create that game-like similarity.
Pickett has gone 5 drives, 5 touchdowns in the preseason. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you looked at him this preseason, you looked at his film last year. How's he different from last year than what you saw this year?
I think he's a little bit more comfortable in the offense and what they ask him to do. He makes great decisions with the ball. Again, I think they have a solid run game, which I think really takes a lot of the burden, pressure off him, having to constantly push the ball down the field and go win a game. They create a lot of balance in what they do. I think, again, the play action down the field has definitely been a difference, and it jumps out at you on tape. So, and the receivers, again, they have, and Pickens and Johnson, I think, are outstanding.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
I think we get like one question from Forster, and then they cut the stream. So I don't even know if we get anything. We'll see.
Small raise in energy since Nick Bosa's been back in the building.
I really haven't noticed. It was great energy all week, actually. The guys have been really ready to go and have had a great couple days of practice. And obviously, I think Nick be back, but I really didn't notice it. But it's good. I'm glad he's back.
Chris, this team has incredible depth of edge rushers. Not just the starters, the backups are really good as well. is this a game where you're going to have to help Trent and help Colton consistently throughout the game?
Well, I think you have to be aware they've got good players across the board on the defense. Their defensive linemen are talented. 97 is a very good rusher as well as a run player. The edge rushers are obviously, as you noted, very good players. So we have to take count, as we do in every game. Where are the good?
All right. That's all we got. That's all we got. No Purdy, apparently. So we were supposed to hear from Purdy. They cut it after Forrester. The stream on YouTube came down. So they'll probably post it after the fact. So I guess that's what we got. That's what we got. Overall, nothing really stood out to me from what they said. But hey, football, baby. So tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow's prediction Friday. So I feel like tomorrow we do our normal game week Friday, where we got to do a whole bunch of stuff though for tomorrow. Like we got to do offensive player, we got to do our awards projections. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day, I'm going to say. So tomorrow we're going to do who we think or who I'm going to project out as offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, probably offensive rookie and defensive rookie, stuff like that. So we got to do our awards predictions. We've got to do our game predictions, score predictions. So we got perfect prediction Friday, just a whole bunch of predictions tomorrow. So that's what we'll cook up tomorrow. We'll pick our who we think is going to be the reigning, I don't know, players of the roster, whatever. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Let me try to get back on track with some of the stuff that has happened in the last 24 hours. Obviously, a ton has happened. Let's see. I think we've covered some of the injury stuff that happened. Lions Chief tonight. Who we got in that game? No Travis Kelce. Lions up and coming. They've had a lot of hype this whole off season. Got my boy Jared Goff, the Gopher. As you can see, the cowl towel behind me. Got to watch Goff all 4 years at Cal. Who they got? Amon-Ra St. Brown. They have Jamar. I can't. J something. I think it's Jahmyr Gibbs. Ooh, I think I got it. Jahmyr Gibbs, the rookie running back. They have David Montgomery. Who else they got? Obviously on that O-line, they got Penei Sewell. They have a really good offensive line. I think that's the thing with the Lions that they don't get enough credit for, is they got a really good offensive line across the board. Good center, Ragnow. Great center. Who else they got out there? Jameson Williams is suspended like the first 6 weeks, I think. Who else? Where's Don Burr when you need him? Don Burr, where you at? Where's Don Burr at? Who else they got? Amon-Ra St. Brown. They have E-Man. That's true. That's right. And he got activated too. Oh, no, E-Man? I thought he got activated. Do I start Marquez Valdez-Scantling? I don't love that. I don't. Oh, right there you go. Right on cue. Um, I'd probably go Goater. I don't love Valdez Scantling. Obviously, when you think about it, see, this is how I'm trying to, and it's really hard to predict at this point, but Valdez Scantling and Justin Ross. I think Justin Ross could take snaps away from Valdez. So you have Sky Moore, right? You got Sky Moore, you got Kadarius Toney. Those two guys are like carbon copy slot guys. So they'll probably pick up the slack. Justin Ross could be the big slot potentially. I don't know, man. I've never been a big MVS guy. I thought he was good. Never thought he was all that good. But I mean, you guys might be right from a snap share percentage. Um, compared to, let's see what the Eagles. The Eagles have, Goddard at tight end. He's going to be a red zone threat for sure. But you got AJ Brown. I don't know. We'll see. And we know, right? We know Patty isn't going to be locked down to one guy. He's going to be able to find the open receiver. You got Isaiah Pacheco out of that backfield. I need Isaiah Pacheco to go off. I have some Justin Ross shares that I want to see him do well. I want to see Ross do well. I've got begrudgingly some Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney is like a perfect case study for like why you need to scout the person, not just the talent. Because if you were able to just go off pure talent, Kadarius Toney is extremely talented. But he is a nutcase. I loved Jason, my ultimate advice is go with your gut. There's nothing worse than going against your gut and then not winning a game because of it. So I would go with your gut. Obviously, get other opinions or whatever. But ultimately, if you're leaning towards MVS, go MVS for sure. Because there's nothing worse than being like, I should go with this guy, but obviously kind of tinkering it and questioning it and being like convincing yourself you need to go the other way, and then you lose a game because of that. That's the worst. That's why for me, I've used to tinker myself to death. So after a game, um, after Sundays, what I do is I set my lineup. I see how everyone's played. I see what their matchups are next week, and I set my lineup on Sunday and I just leave it. Because if I tinker all throughout the week and I move guys, and I always screw myself. So I go with my gut right after it's fresh in my mind and how I'm seeing the matchup. I set my lineup either that Sunday night or that Monday, and then I leave it. Because death by tinkering has been huge for me, just by overthinking matchups, right? Kind of like MVS or Dallas. MVS obviously has an opportunity to get a big time target share. Goater is going to, he's got Devonta, he's got, AJ to compete with. Obviously, Hurts has a rushing floor, so he can take away opportunities. I would say Goater is more touchdown dependent, where MVS, especially if you're in a PPR, could definitely get a nice target share with no Travis, because Travis is the de facto wide receiver one basically in that offense. So yeah, I don't mind it. I see the logic. Makes sense to me. And ultimately, the logic that I like to rely on the most when it comes to fantasy is just go with your gut. Just go with your gut. Speaking of fantasy, I got to make sure my lineups are set. Shoo! I forgot. Oops. Man, football snuck up on us. See, that's crazy. Like, I've been such in this like off-season fog. Like, I've been telling, like, we got football today, right? We got football today. I'm like, oh wait, we have football today. I gotta set my lineups. It's like, oh shit. It's like I gotta set my lineups. Ooh, Jared. Do I go Jared Goff? Maybe you guys could help me set my lineups. Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Kenny Pickett. Yeah, I'm definitely sitting Kenny Pickett. I'm going Goffy. I'm going Love. I got Christian McCaffrey, David Montgomery. Yeah, I got to go David Montgomery. My running back. My running back room is being completely anchored by Christian McCaffrey. I've got Montgomery, Mitchell, Mason, Gray, and Carter. Yikes! So I'm going Christian. I'm Montgomery. Wide receivers. I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson. I'm gonna go Jahan Dotson because what's his name? Terry should play. I think he will play, but I think Jahan Dotson and Howell, they're gonna have a great connection. Mike Williams. So my third wide receiver. Do I go Mike Williams? Do I go DeAndre Hopkins? I think I'm gonna go DeAndre Hopkins over Mike Williams. Even though DeAndre took shots at the 49ers today. yeah. Yeah, the QBs aren't great. This is a dynasty league, by the way. This isn't redraft. So this is dynasty. I've been sitting on Love in this league for like 4 years basically. So wide receivers, I'm going to go Dotson, Hopkins, Jefferson. I'm going to go Kittle at tight end. Yeah, submit. Wait. You may not set your lineup at this time because you have a invalid roster. Why is my roster invalid? Uh-oh. Am I over? All right, I got to figure that out. Have I won a ring in this league? Not in this particular league, but I'm also in 13 leagues this year. I think that's the number I'm at right now. 13 leagues. And only one of them is redraft. Can we actually talk football? Sure. Ask me a question. I'm over here trying to set my lineup. Ask me a question. Let's see. But we do got football tonight, so that's nice. Yeah, the one time we actually talk fantasy. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through. Can't do this on live. I got too many leagues. I got too many things to think about. Patrick Peterson took shots. What was that about? I kind of saw that. I didn't really saw people talking about it, but I didn't really see what he was saying. Oh, I can pull it up. We have a clip. All right. We got a clip here. Let's see what he said. We can react to it. I haven't seen this yet, so we can react to it together. Oh no, it's gonna do that stupid thing where I can't pull it up. Hold on. The stupid X app doesn't work on my Google Chrome. I don't know why that is, which is sign in. Let's try it. Okay. Oh, it worked. All right. So this should be able to work. So apparently Patrick Peterson's taking shots at the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, Patrick Peterson has played quite a bit against the 49ers. Actually, most recently in joint practices with Minnesota. Dude, I don't want to set this up right now. All right, hold on. It's making me do 7, 6, 6, 5, 5. Two-step. All right. So actually, this might work. So Patrick Peterson played the 49ers in joint practices last year with the Vikings. I don't think he's on a team right now. I don't think he's on a team. All right. So let's see what this guy's yapping about. What's Pat P yapping about? Yeah, Danny Gray completely cooked him. I remember that. Danny Gray, Trey Lance to Danny Gray. All right. Hopefully you guys should be able to hear this, but let me know if you can't.
Everybody, all 11 has, get swarm him when he does run the ball, and make sure that we have a good identity on, not identity, a good feel on where he is when it is in the game, because Brock Purdy looks from here for him very often when those passes lane get a little cloudy, he's looking for 23. So we got to make sure that we're we're hugged up on our coverage and make sure that we have sound communication at all times, because there is some tell signs out there that tells us what plays we're going to get when those guys in certain situations.
So wait a minute. So you got a little insight on, just from your film study, telling signs on when they're going to do certain things already?
Oh, come on, Mac. You
got your cheat code ready?
Come on, Mac. You watched film before.
I'm not going to ask you to tell me what have you picked out of, because we don't know who's watching or who's listening. So we're going to let that be.
Before, Matt. Yeah. When I get my pick Sunday, we'll talk about it.
That's what I like to hear.
I don't know. Seemed pretty light. I mean, to his point, every team has tells. Every team has tendencies. Yes, we watch a lot of tape here, and we can see tendencies, but you got to stop those tendencies, right? Just because you know what's coming doesn't mean you can stop it. And even if they did know what was coming, Kyle Shanahan's going to prey on that. So if you want to think you know something, what is Kyle going to do? He's going to show you what you want to see. And then once you got that, once he shows you, they like, oh, this is what we're doing. Nope, he's going to flip the script on you the second you bite on it. See, that's the thing. That's why I don't buy that too much. Like, yeah, you can always pick up on tendencies. The league is more clued into outside zone, all that type of stuff. Yeah, I get it. That is football. But out of anyone in the league, Kyle Shanahan is going to take advantage of you trying to key on what they're doing. So if Kyle Shanahan picks up on you keying on what the offense is doing, and you're playing out of position to go and do something like that, like, good luck, man. He's going to put you in a blender eventually. So, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man. Pat P. Womp womp. Womp, 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 womp. That's all I heard. I heard womp, 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 womp. That's what I heard. Anyways, oh, nice, relaxing, vibey live. All that good stuff. So appreciate all you guys. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow. And looking forward to it. So we got football tonight. I'm excited to kick back, watch the football, vibe out, and we'll get into it. Shout out to all you guys. I'm out of here for now. Peace. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it.